number 3. First referee, Raditya from Indonesia. Second referee, Kenneth Wong from Singapore. Let us now meet the starters. First, for Cambodia. Opposite hitter number 7, Pin Sarun. Middle blocker number 13, An Sokheng. Outside hitter number 15, Kun Mom. Middle blocker number 16, Paul Ratanak. Setter, their team captain number 17, Sun Changnaro. Outside hitter number 20, Von Viasna. And their libero number 1, Kim Subandara. Head coach for Cambodia is Lee Jun. Let us now make some noise for the starters for Philippines. Outside hitter number 1, Brian Bag. Middle blocker number 6, Kim Malabunga. Opposite hitter, their team captain number 10, John Vic de Guzman. Middle blocker number 12, Francis Saura. Outside hitter number 15, Mark Espejo. And their libero number 16, Ricky Marcos. Head coach for the Philippines is Dante Alinsunurin.
Pilipino, galing natin ito. Ayan na po, handa nang sumabak sa aksyon ang Team Philippines na pinangungunahan ni Mark Espejo. We mentioned earlier, hindi po siya naglaro noong 2017 edition of the SEAGAMES that took place in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But here in our home country, he is suited up and ready to go to battle para sa bayan.
Alam mo, Anton, when you look at our team composition, you can clearly see kung talagang mga best players natin, di ba, ang nagre-represent ng country. And yung sinasabi ko kanina nga, yung height advantage nila on maybe some other teams. And even in this group, talagang ang ganda ng composition, ang ganda ng average height natin. Plus, you just know that these guys are going all out. But dahil April pa lang, nagpa-practice na sila together. And they've had a lot of bonding. The one you mentioned a while ago, yung 16-day trip nila. More of togetherness,
yes.
Diba?
And that was recent. That was last month in November. But Mosey, perhaps the most surprising development here is the youngest player on the team, 19 years old, Josh Retamar. Siya ang ating starting setter.
That is correct. And kausap ko si Coach Dante. And yun kagad yung nabanggit niya, no, that si Retamar nga mga gagamitin niya. So, alam mo, because these are first games in today's games na nakita natin. So, ako sa akin, clearly, I can see nagtatansyahan pa yung mga teams natin. It's an iffy that they're putting in their best players in their first game. So, let's see. Pero sa starting lineup ni Coach Dante, wala akong masasabi talaga.
Actually, sa buong lineup, wala akong masasabi.
Kahit sino yan.
Sa buong lineup.
Kasi kahit Retamar, kahit Polvorosa, alam mo yun?
Kahit Jessie Lopez.
Oh my goodness, lalo na Jessie.
This is a loaded lineup.
That's right.
And everybody, all of us just can't wait to erupt and cheer on our squad and try to get this first W. Kasi nga, volleyball ang isa sa mga pinaka-inaabangang sport dito sa 30th Southeast Asian Games.
And probably history will tell you that siguro kung dun sa tatlong teams na pwede nilang makalaban in their bracket, siguro it's a good start na Cambodia muna yung makalaban nila today in their first match.
But as you mentioned earlier, Mosey, Cambodia has been playing with teams in Thailand, so you can't relax. You have to respect every nation that you go up against here in this competition. The youngest player on the lineup, 19 years old, Josh Retamar, starting off the first rally, pero ang una nakapuntos ang Cambodia.
Natanakot that quick hit. Agad-agad with that point.
So Paul Ratanak responding right away para sa kanyang kubanan ng Cambodia. Kargado agad yung atake, pero ito ang sagot. Saura responding from the middle. Francis Saura. And this is somebody who Coach Dante Lunsunurin trusts very much, being that he was the team captain for at least 2 years sa NU.
And also, that's why Retamar probably is inside at the beginning of this match. You just want to find that rhythm. And I guess si Retamar will have the best connection to Saura and Malabunga.
And Bagunas, of course.
Bagunas. So you just want to, get that timing.
And Mark Espejo, the crowd just reacting to this. It's like a cannon being unleashed by Mark Espejo, and that's the first ace for Espejo and the Philippines. Wow.
Mark Espejo getting an ace on that jump serve.
And with the rotation, Espejo put there to get the Philippines going right away, but unfortunately, his serve headed straight to the net.
I actually asked Coach Dante the things that they were able to improve on in the, that's the training nila. And he said the implementation of the system sa net defense plus higher percentage sa kanilang service and receive. So that's a good sign.
But what about this? Mark Espejo from the back row, the phenom, scoring and scoring for the Philippines.
And clearly, no one expected that from Cambodia. Walang nakareact at all.
And this is what you were talking about, Mosey. They have to have good floor defense as well. Cambodia showing us that they can also utilize some finesse in their game. This is Pin Sarun, opposite hitter for Cambodia. Bagunas, his first attack is good. And Brian showing us that he's also a genius type of a player. He's not all power.
That's right. That was an off-speed hit from Bagunas. Just reading the defense of Cambodia well.
Our captain, John Vic de Guzman. Here's the attack from Cambodia. Too much spice on that spike. The Philippines on top 6-3.
Cambodia trying to get a check, but no go.
John Vic de Guzman having to play the opposite hitter position here with this loaded lineup, Mosey. And meanwhile, Vesna able to break down the wall for Cambodia.
That's right, Vesna getting it through. So, kulang pa yung dikit ng blockers. But that is also the advantage of Retamar. You can see he's a tall setter.
Retamar going to the middle to Kim Malabunga.
And that was just a solid middle hit, quick hit from Malabunga.
So I like the distribution, Mosey. Malabunga, Espejo, Bagunas, and Saura have scored for the Philippines.
And credit half of that also to their floor defense being able to go for plays like this one.
Espejo.
At the first technical timeout, the score is 8-4 in favor of the Philippines.
And the crowd is going crazy in the early goings of this match. It is a blazing start for the Philippines here in their
End
very
of the first technical
men's
timeout.
volleyball match in the 30th Southeast Asian Games. Brian Bagunas, the bazooka, getting a point just moments ago.
Substitution for
On that
Cambodia.
off-speed hit.
Number 15 out, number 9,
all
Mi
these
Rasmain.
players. You have Bagunas and Espejo in one team. You know, like crazy nice.
I know, when I was looking at the lineup, I was like, this team is loaded with firepower.
And I like the mix of young ones with more veteran players. It's like giving them more matchups with the teams. But Sarun getting a point. Let's take a look at this once again.
And that was not an easy offensive attack by Cambodia.
Philippines having a hard time reading that attack.
Espejo again, blockers were there. Retamar, it's a back set, gives it back to Mark Espejo.
And triple block for Mark on those two attempts.
So now they are marking Mark.
Definitely a Mark man.
Cambodia with coach Lee Jun. Back-to-back points for Cambodia. And Sok Heng made sure that that ball would go in. And Espejo, or rather Bagunas, from the back row.
See the flight of Bagunas. Look at him go for this one. Just so powerful. Going down the line.
You got Bagunas on the right, Espejo on the left. Malabunga in the middle. Nine to 7. The captain for Cambodia, Son Chanaro. Over receive, the joust up top, and Cambodia will get the point. Mai Raxme. Good reaction by him.
I was able to talk to Coach Timmy Santo Tomas, and he was telling me about this Cambodian team. And he said that during the days of Mark Espejo, they used to have tune-up games in Thailand with this team, probably some of the members of this team. And they would really go 5 sets and really strong, all the way, really hard-fought sets.
And this is the reason why, even though Cambodia is not on the men's volleyball radar for Southeast Asian Games, I mean, if you look at the history, they haven't attained any medal. We can't take them lightly. There's the attack from the middle by Saura. Cambodia able to recover. Wow!
Oh, wow. But credit half of that to Subandara, their libero. Able to pancake save that. It was converted to a really good play.
And this is a usual gesture by Coach Dante Linsonurin, telling his players to settle down. Espejo gets his 3rd point of the match. 10-all. An explosive start here in Cambodia, matching the Philippines' firepower so far.
So already a full rotation in this match. Retamar serving. Oh, confusion on defense.
Mai Raxme, ever since he came in, Mosey, he's done some damage for Cambodia.
That's right, and ang bilis, no? Yung coach really right away sent him in.
Now, John Victor Guzman, wanting to make his presence felt, gets his 1st point of the match.
Of course, he's team captain of this squad. Gets the one through.
And John Vic plays with a lot of passion.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Emotional leader for this Philippine team. Espejo back at the service line. All players have scored for the Philippines, except for Retamar, of course, among the starters. Bakunas. And Cambodia, able to recover, gives up a free ball to the Philippines. John Vic gets denied.
And again, that floor defense of Cambodia helping them to get to that play and score. This was that last play. Block point for Cambodia.
So far, Vesna and Raxme have been performing well for Cambodia, Mozi.
Right. The Philippines, they have to adjust and recognize this too.
Bakunas getting his 3rd point of the match, but more importantly, ties things up at 12. And Coach Dante giving some instructions to his setter. It's a back set.
That was a good play. Really delaying everything and all of a sudden going for a combination play.
Bin Sarun, who's actually the oldest player on this Cambodian squad. They're a young team, most. Their oldest player is 25. And their youngest is 18,
Yeah,
Vesna.
18. Right. Dalawang teams and the other one's Team Wolf. That's the transition you want from national teams, that you have youngsters inside. Like Tamar would really gain from this experience so much. And bring it, how many more SEAGAMES?
John Vic trying to go for a drop ball, just short on that attempt. Cambodia now with their biggest lead of the match, 15-12. Bin Sarun, sharp serve. Retamar goes to Malabunga, but somehow Cambodia able to recover.
The floor defense is just clicking in this first set. You can see them read all those powerful hits coming from the Philippines.
And we see Jack Kaling King coming in for Ricky Marcos.
At the second technical timeout, the score 16-12. Cambodia with the lead.
16-12. It was a balanced start for the Philippines. Josh Retamar doing an excellent job getting everybody involved, but
End of
Cambodia
the second technical timeout.
suddenly came to life after Mai Raxme came in for their team. Lee Jun making a great adjustment, Mosey.
Instant antidote coming from Cambodia, which really remedied their problem in the beginning.
And maybe also Cambodia settling down to this hostile crowd and trying to feed off of it. Malabunga getting that one in. Coach Dante Litsunurin, 4-time UAP champion coach for National University with 3 NU Bulldogs. Or make that 4 in the starting lineup because we're going to count Ricky Marcos as the libero. And Bakunas gets a block.
That's right, solid block right there. Bakunas reading that offense well. It was a combination play, back row attack.
Great timing by Brian Bakunas. De Guzman. They go to the opposite side again, and this time the Philippines able to put up a wall. And
Timeout, Cambodia.
calls a timeout after those 2 straight points. Mozi, this is a very important juncture in this match.
And you know, the coach Dante, I mean, in the months and months that I always talk to him about the national team, he's always telling me that the focus of their training is always that net system, that net defense, because he knows that they can be in an advantage if they have a really well-organized net system. So I guess even when I asked him what improved on your team, that's the first thing that he said. He thinks that his system now works. But when I asked him also what he thinks is lacking in their training is floor defense. Kagad yun yung sinabi. So let's see.
Well,
so that's why they wanted stopped at the net.
Ricky Marcos will lead them in that department.
Kalingking is also there.
Yep. Mr. Everywhere. Meanwhile, Sokheng is able to get the point for Cambodia. 17-15. Kalingking gets the pass properly to Retamar. Bagunas overshoots that one.
Trying to go down the line. And also, sabi nga ni Coach Dante also, maybe in spite of having that long training in Japan, they still lack that game experience against international teams. So, I kind of see that here.
And we're going to need a lot more of that from Mark Espejo. And that's one thing Cambodia hasn't figured out. The back row attack of the phenom Mark Espejo.
Because you'd see that they only assign one blocker when he's at the back. He goes for that back row attack. But when he's in front, talagang 3 players, 3 blockers for Mark Espejo.
Here come the big guns, Mozi. Espejo and Bagunas. To 17, Cambodia holding on to this 1-point lead. That bounces out. Josh Retamar, that is a good boost for his confidence.
Hit the head of the Cambodian player. Goes out.
Raxme finally getting denied there as the Philippines ties things up at 18. Bagunas made sure to get that one in. Raxme again. Oh! He has really been
the headache.
Yep.
For the Philippine team.
And he's a lefty too, Mozi. So he's a tough nut to crack.
That's right. In the Philippines, they have to be mindful of him.
Great recovery there. Does it go back to the Cambodian side? Yes, it does. Middle attack is good for Cambodia. They're just playing energized volleyball. Paul Ratanak.
Timeout, Philippines.
Forces Coach Dante Alensunurin to call a timeout. Now, this is what you were talking about, Mozi. Their net system. It has to come into play at this juncture.
That is right. And in plays like this one, they really have to stop it at the net because it's so difficult to get it from floor defense because it's such a powerful hit. So at least you at least must deflect the ball, slow down that ball through your net defense.
Now, coming into this game, everybody was saying Cambodia, a team that is not known for volleyball, a team that is not in the Southeast Asian Games radar, but giving the Philippines a handful of problems here in the very first set.
And from what I know, they've been really training in Thailand. Like, they train there. I mean, it's not like as if 1 month or something. They really train there to get their volleyball skills better.
Thailand, of course, 4 straight gold medals in this Southeast Asian Games event.
But Indonesia has the most gold medals in men's volleyball.
With 9. And again, the ball directed towards the way of Mai Raxme, but not that time. The toss was too close to the net.
Yes, it was overset close to the net. So the Philippines should take advantage of that error. Try to get a little bit of momentum.
Too much on that serve for Kim Malabunga. Now every error here will be costly for either national team. Here's the captain, Son Chanaro, the setter for Cambodia. Retamar, who will he go to? Goes to the back row for Bagunas.
Clearly, you can see Cambodia was ready for that hit already. 2 blockers.
The story for set number 1,
Actually, isa nga lang, one.
Mai Raxme. Imagine that, a clean block. Espejo powers that one through.
There you go, Espejo. Getting revenge on that last play.
Substitution for the Philippines. Number 3 out, number 17, Jessie Lopez
Here
in.
is when you need a veteran setter. This is how I pictured yung lineup ni Coach Dante. Pag crunch time, you need a Jessie Lopez inside.
The lone representative from Far Eastern University, UAAP champion, former best setter and best server as well.
And Espejo, that was crucial.
7 points.
Espejo.
7 points for Mark Espejo here in this opening set. Ties the match up at 22. Lopez getting that one in. Quick attack. And Marcos.
It's a bit late on that deflection. Look at that middle attack.
On the center of Cambodia, their captain has done a splendid job here in this first set. Chanaro.
But Mark Espejo once again getting it through the blockers on the other side.
He's just trying to put the Philippines on his back right now. Mark Espejo is.
Very important serve for Mark.
Now he's at the service line. 23 all. Rolling the dice. And what a block right there. Francis Saura puts the Philippines at set point.
Perfectly timed block. Francis Saura.
Timeout, Cambodia.
He just read Ratanak like a book. And look at the celebration. I'm getting goosebumps hearing that chant of Filipinas.
Trying not to cry.
Wow.
It's so hard not to cheer.
Mosey, they had to make it this exciting. Opening set,
Why
first
not?
volleyball match, they had to make it this exciting. And wherever you are watching this, we hope you're enjoying, we hope you're cheering your hearts out for the Philippines as they try to take this first set win in men's volleyball. Espejo. Cambodia on the attack. That's a sharp one.
Cambodia not giving up.
Vesna has starred for Cambodia here, along with Raxme and their setter Chanaro.
Exactly, that's the 1-2 punch of Cambodia in this first set. Tying up the first set.
There's the pass. There's the set. There's the hit! Cambodia able to recover, a chance for them to take the lead, but they give up a very high free ball. Kalingking. Lopez to Bagunas. Chanaro goes up top for Vesna. and Vesna puts Cambodia back up on top.
And you knew he was going to do that. He already saw the hands of the blockers and really went for that high bounce. Look at him go.
Timeout, Philippines.
And now Coach Nantel Insunurin has to talk things over with his players. Everybody inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig just trying to hold their breath because Cambodia has an opportunity to take the first set here against the Philippines. Philippines got the set point first, but Cambodia not succumbing to the pressure. Philippines has got to watch out for Vesna and Raxme. They have been dominant here in this opening set.
Oh, and Cambodia with an error.
Paul Ratanak wishing he could get that one back.
Substitution for the Philippines.
And more firepower coming in.
Number 8, Mark
From the University of
in.
Santo Tomas, Mark, the Beast Alfafara.
And you like how Coach Dante is playing this one. He is not, he's risking it, putting in new legs inside at this crucial juncture.
Two-time UAP best scorer, Mark Alfafara. Unfortunately,
that risk did not pay off for Coach,
Substitution
though.
for the Philippines. Number 8 out, number 12, Francis Saura in.
Sarun coming in now. The serve for Cambodia, another opportunity for them.
Need a good receive.
Running attack, the first one for the Philippines. It wasn't the most powerful of hits, but because Malabunga is 6'6",
Substitution for
nagawa
the
ng paraan.
Philippines. Number 17 out, number 3, Joshua Retamar in.
And Retamar is being sent in once again. Malabunga with that power tip.
And
No
what a
one-
time. What a time, Mosey, for the first running attack.
No one contested that one.
A great job by the veteran Jesse Lopez to make the Cambodia team work. 26 all. Oh, Espejo knew that ball was going out, Mosey.
When in doubt. Let's take a look at this one once again. Espejo was already on the line, actually.
He knew it.
Poor decision on his part.
Another chance for Cambodia. Bagunas on the drop. Another chance now for the Philippines. Bagunas will try. Against 3 blockers. Retamar! Josh Retamar, the 19-year-old.
And when you're young, sometimes you just not faced by all of this. And Retamar on this last play just going for that push and getting that point.
Experience points are being gathered by Josh Retamar here in the SEAGAMES. 27 all. Quick attack from the middle does not work.
Oh, and that will be called out. So check this time.
Saron is looking at the officials
There is
here.
a challenge on the call by Cambodia.
The first
Net
challenge
fault.
of the match, Mosey. And what a moment for it to come. Both teams just don't want to let go here in the opening set.
This is really a close one. Oh, they choose a block touch. Because you have to choose which one you have to check.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sitting at the edge of my seat right now.
And it's just a percent. Crazy.
And the score just tells us how hard it is to just get going here in this opening match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge was unsuccessful.
The challenge was a block touch, Mose.
Yeah.
And we saw on that replay there was none. Whew. So that was clear, crystal clear. Philippines will take the point and another opportunity to take set number 1. Bagunas. That was a heavy, heavy serve. Raxme again is denied. Kim Malabunga closes the first set to the delight
At
of
the end of
Filipino
the first
fans.
set, the score is
And what a time for
29 to
Malabunga to
27.
have that solid
Philippines
block.
take the win.
Really mindful of this attack.
Oh, it was Retamar.
Oh, Retamar. So it was Retamar in this tail end of the first set, getting those crucial points. One with a push, the first one with a push, and this block.
How about that for the 19-year-old? Josh Retamar, the Philippines take set number 1 against Cambodia in a hard-earned type of way. 29-27 in the 30th Southeast Asian Games. What a way to start. This is the scene inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City, where our men's volleyball team took set number 1 in dramatic fashion. A hard-earned first set against Cambodia, 29-27.
That's right, partner. Just a stretched first set for these two squads. Philippines pushing the right buttons at the end. Retamar being sent back and getting those 2 crucial points. And you can see that Coach Dante knows his players very well. And again, sa Tagalog, di ba, sabi natin magic bunot. Pero although Retamar started, but Jesse Lopez was sent in the latter portion of that first set.
And I think what was crucial, Mosey, was when the play right before Jesse Lopez was subbed back out, the first running attack attempted
Of Malabunga.
was successful. He delivered it to Malabunga. And although hindi yung baon na palot ni Kim, pasok pa rin because of his height and length. And that saved the Philippines in the first set. And even though Mark Alfafara committed that service error, I mean, Mark Alfafara yun eh.
Yeah.
You can't doubt the players that we have here on this lineup.
And plus in the men's game, you really go all out in serves because if you give a soft serve, nako, talagang right back at you, for sure, you will suffer the consequence of that. So, high risk, high reward, pero ganun din. Yun nga, high risk pa rin.
Mark Espejo led the way for the Philippines in that opening set with 8 points. This is point number 9 for the Phenom.
And totally avoiding that single block.
I think the most major difference between the Mark Espejo and the UAP and the Mark Espejo we're watching right now is the power. It seems that his time in Japan playing as an import for Oita Miyoshi Weiss Adler really transformed him into a different player.
Well, that's why it's also really nice to experience, to play outside of the country. You take away a lot of different kind of volleyball with you, and so that when you come back, you become totally a different player.
And Mark Espejo really opened the doors for other players. Right after that, it was Bagunas' turn to play as an import. And now it's Bagunas' turn to get a point for the Philippines.
And this is exactly why we are so excited with this team. Bagunas and Espejo in one team. Look at Bagunas go so high up in the air and get that attack.
Saura, his kill block late in that first set was also huge for the Philippines as Vesma tries to continue to make things happen for Cambodia. So in the first set, Raxmay, who came off the bench, and Vesna really did the most damage for Cambodia. Bagunas!
On a combination play this time.
Now Retamar is just going exclusively to Espejo and Bagunas. That tandem, two of the best open spikers we have in the country. John Vic making sure that ball went in.
Again, the consequence of an easy serve. Cambodia getting that last point.
For all. Again, Cambodia tries to stay within striking distance here of the Philippines. Running attack, 2 for 2 for Kim Malabunga.
Malabunga back quick, getting this point, avoiding the blockers. Diba si Doc AJ last night, may tall order kay John Vic, di ba? Sabi niya, no less than a silver, kaya siguro si John Vic talaga is pumped up at this match.
And this is the best way to get on the road towards that goal. Getting the W against Cambodia. And it's also good that they dealt with adversity in that first set.
Right.
Because as you said earlier, Mosey, you can't experience this all the time, this type of level of competition.
You know, some of them experienced it individually, but as a team, yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Dante, they still lack that experience as a team.
And you can't simulate that. You have to participate in as many
Correct.
tournaments as possible. Espejo, what a chase there by Cambodia. Raxmay getting denied. Malabunga again.
And it's the defense of Saura and Malabunga at the net. Now it's more consistent in this set, but they really had good blocks. Sabi mo nga Saura with that very crucial block point.
And again, This is the net system that you were saying has to come into play.
At the set's first technical timeout, the score is 8-5 in
8-5,
favor of the Philippines.
Another solid start to this set.
End of the first
We're
technical
in the
timeout.
early goings of set number 2 where the Philippines currently leads Cambodia 8-5. Maraming salamat sa pagtutok ngayon ng Ton Rojas together with Mosey Ravena. And it appears that the Philippines has settled down even more here in the early goings of this set. But Raxmay continues to stay aggressive for Cambodia.
You know, for Cambodia, they have to have other players pitch in when it comes to scoring.
Because eventually, nagiging markado na yung mga usual suspects nila. Espejo, even though he is a marked man, Cambodia having trouble stopping him.
So Cambodia was actually right in giving him 3 blockers because there were only 2 at that time.
11 points now in the match for Mark Espejo to lead all scores. Oh, that was a difficult set. Espejo again. Raxmay gets denied.
And the continuity of the Philippines defense on Cambodia gave them that last point. Once again, that net system that Coach Nate has focused on in training is now actually working for the Philippines.
Even Ancheta of the NU Bulldogs in the crowd.
Kanina pa, hawak yung flag. So proud of his teammates. I know, of course, his coach. His coaches.
John Vic from the opposite side. Retamar goes back to Espejo. What a save by Cambodia. Raxmay. And he will get the point.
Using that off-the-block hit. Raxmay still at it. Here again, you know, the other players, they also have to be threats for the Philippines.
Retamar. Espejo from the other side.
And you like the timing of that last play. Low set for Mark Espejo.
Substitution for Cambodia. Number 9 out, number 15, Kun Mom in.
So Kun Mom had a very short stint. He started this match.
Correct.
And then Raxmay came in. Now, Coach Lee Jun returning to the starter. Let's see if Mom can come alive here. They go to the middle. And Ratanak is able to finish the job for Cambodia.
Ratanak quick on that one. Totally avoiding the 2 blockers of the Philippines.
11-8. Oh! Straight to the net on that serve by Mom. Still cold coming off the bench after starting and playing very briefly.
Almost a miscue.
Bacunas. A joust at the top.
That was actually so close to the net, but Cambodia managed to save that one, get the point.
Cambodia down by 3 here. Paul Ratanak.
Oh,
A very
again.
casual serve by Cambodia there.
Another error on the side of Cambodia. Error on the serve.
And they only had 1 service error in that first set. The Philippines actually had 4. Marami pang pwedeng gamitin si Coach Dante Alinsunurin, Mos.
I'm pretty sure he would give some playing time to other players as you see Coach Taibun did.
Substitution for Cambodia.
Jonathan
Number
Fabisco
15
also.
out, number 9, Mi Raxmayin.
Look at this play right here by Retamar.
You know, the youngster really just playing his heart out at this his first SEAGAMES game match against Cambodia.
He is not disappointing us. Triple block.
What a plan, you know, the game plan for the Philippines. Look at this triple block. Talagang no way for Cambodia to get that through.
And it was Retamar again.
Timeout, Cambodia.
Forces Cambodia to call for time. Wow. Now the Philippines made their presence felt above the net in the opening set. 6 blocks. Kill blocks tallied. Just 4 for Cambodia. Although Cambodia was able to match them in terms of spikes, just 1 spike more for the Philippines. But we are very impressed with the timing and the decision-making of one Joshua Retamar. The youngest player on this national team, 19 years old. John Victor Guzman.
Oh, and again, another solid block, kill block.
At the second
Magunas
technical
this
timeout, the
time.
score 16-9. The Philippines
have
with the
settled
lead.
down, and this is now their biggest lead of the contest.
End of the second technical timeout.
The Philippines on the hunt for their first victory. And the fans have come out tonight at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig to support our captain, John Victor Guzman, and the rest of the members of the national team. 16-9 is our tally. And Cambodia trying to come back. But as you mentioned earlier, Mosi, other players outside of Vesna, Raxme, they have to step up if Cambodia wants to try to steal one away from the Philippines. Bagunas. And again, Mosi, 3 blockers.
Now they are more consistent, and you can see that there is really a system, and they've pinpointed who the main guns of Cambodia are. So that's why yun nga, no, even in the second, in the first set, latter part of the first set, we've always said that the other players of Cambodia, they have to step in and also score for the team.
So the in-game adjustments are being made on the fly here for the Philippines. But Cambodia trying to rally back. Retamar, another running attack, 3 out of 3 for Kim Malabunga.
And those the running attacks of Malabunga, you see that they're all running attacks, but they're different in the different parts of the net. And how he did it also, and your timing. So it has been so effective for him in Retamar in this match.
And from a running attack, Kim Malabunga defends the net.
No, it's Retamar once again.
You know, Retamar is deceptively tall.
Playing taller than all of them. Off the mark.
Retamar has had at least 3 kill blocks already here in this match.
And that's why Coach Dante opted for Retamar, a taller setter.
Espejo. Ball is in the air. Raxme is back.
Let's see how this goes. Let's take a look at this once again.
There is a challenge on the call by the Philippines. Block touch.
Coach Sherwin Meneses, Coach Dong de la Cruz, right behind our head coach, Dante Alinsunurin.
Hard-working coaches behind this team. You have to have the right challenge, right? The right placard for the challenge. Oh, but play continues.
Espejo avoiding the blockers.
But too much angle on that one. Gives a point to Cambodia. Philippines, they have to settle. Pretty much dominating this this set, but Cambodia just patiently trying to catch up.
Vesna.
It's out.
4-point lead for the Philippines. Coach Lee Jun looking on. Malabunga. Espejo at the top. Mark Espejo with 13 points here in this match.
Clearly, the ball was on the side of the Philippines.
20-15 in favor of the Philippines. Sarun is able to get the point for Cambodia.
Sarun pitched in a little bit of his attacks during the first and the second set, but you know, the other guys need to help out their attackers as they again commit another service error and give a freebie to the Philippines.
And that just hurts for the Cambodian team. They only had one service error in that first set. That's at least 2 already here in this second set. Back row attack. And really, it's Vesna trying to put his team on his shoulders. But that's not going to be enough against this loaded Philippine squad.
Although that back row attack has been effective for them in the second set.
Combination play. Mark Espejo just doing it all in a variety of ways.
And you know what's hard about that combination play coming from the Philippines? Saura is a really tall player, and so it's harder for the blockers of Cambodia to see where the ball is going.
And I believe John Vic was on the way down when he tipped that ball back to the Cambodian side.
It's a giant of
Cambodia.
The captain, John Vic de Guzman, giving the Philippines a 23-17 advantage. This is a more comfortable set as compared to the first set. In the first
Comfortable for us.
and that, what we saw right there, that running attack of Malabunga, sobrang linis. The sky was clear for him.
Hang time ni Captain yun. John Vic de Guzman with that push. Timed it well, got the point. Will take it.
(23-17). Espejo will not hold back from the service line. Cambodia.
Again, that attack was well read. By now, it's just about 2-3 people from the Cambodia side.
I'm really loving the activity at the top of the net. Saura, just so steady for the Philippines. Espejo. Philippines already at set point here in set number 2.
They're just making the lives of the attackers of Cambodia so difficult.
At the end of the second set, the
block
Philippines takes it 25-17.
Brian
They now
Bacunas.
lead this match 2-0.
And again, the Philippines closing the set via a monster block. And Bacunas is doing the monster block dance that everybody is doing at the
Muli,
Phil
let us
Sports
welcome
Arena.
the 30th
The
Southeast
Philippines
Asian
on top,
Games
2 sets to
2019
none against
mascot
Cambodia
Pami.
here in Group B of the men's volleyball tournament of the 30th
Pami is short
Southeast
for
Asian
familia
Games.
or family. And it wishes to bring a message of unity and love. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Pami. Once again, the 30th Southeast Asian Games 2019 mascot, Pami.
The story of that second set, the blocking of the Philippines.
Definitely clear as daylight. Look, 8-0 on that second set alone. So even Cambodia even having more spikes in that set did not matter at all. And the digs were also, well, good for both teams. Cambodia even having one more. But the service errors of Cambodia doubling the errors of the Philippines at 4. So, you know, everything was really centered on that, again, that net system that Coach Tanya's been talking about. And they got that win from there. So, mukhang effective. Diba? Mukha talagang effective, lalo na in this match against Cambodia. It's the same thing that happened in the first set.
Set number 3 officially underway. And Cambodia, courtesy of that hit by Pin Sarun, gets on the board first. It was a sloppy second set for them. After committing just one service error, they committed 4 in that second set. And 0 blocks. Zero block points.
Yun yung talagang naging factor in that second set. Yep, no block. But the Philippines having got 8 on that set, so that tells a lot.
Espejo. Another ace for Mark Espejo. 15 points, matching his jersey number.
Just so heavy to receive, you know, just too powerful. This is also one thing that Mark improved on, his service, because you'd see, like now, on that last serve, iniba niya, diba? Yung parang he just reads the defense of the opponent, yung floor possessions nila, and goes for whatever attack, jump serve that targets whatever jump serve he can.
In the 2017 SEAGAMES, Mark Espejo did not play. The Philippines finished 5th. Cambodia finished 7th in the SEAGAMES 2 years ago in Kuala Lumpur. So, like you were discussing on the score, you know, it would be nice to get some merchandise by the end of this tournament.
So right.
With this type of lineup, Bakunas. And again, Mosey. The blocking continues.
There is just that great wall on the Philippine side. And the way they read the attackers of Cambodia, it's just amazing.
And Bakunas just got into double digits after that block. Vesna continues to be the main man for Cambodia.
And Vesna is so relentless. That's why they were able to score more attacks actually that second set in spite of the Philippines winning that one.
Espejo.
Quick pipe attack once again from Mark Espejo. Actually, hindi natin nakita ng konti dun sa second set, but here it is once again. Look at him go. One blocker, not enough, definitely.
Guzman. Vesna again.
But not enough wrist action on that one. Went out. Yun lang, you know, yung again, the direction that you I was talking about Mark Espejo's serve. The way he directs in the sides on what to how to serve the ball. Talagang yun yung feeling kong naging advantage dun sa serve niya. Okay, you think about your serve.
The 19-year-old Retamar has also been one of the storylines here in this game, and his blocking. Got his hands on that volleyball once again, but Vesna, he's the star that the Philippines has to stop, the star from Cambodia.
And he's been getting the points, yung mga off-the-block points. Just trying for those bounce.
Much respect mostly to this kid though. Born Vesna, who was born in 2001, the youngest player on the floor, just 18
years old. Yeah.
Much respect to the kid.
He's like Retamar on the other side, except different positions.
And to be, well, open spiker, a spiker, and setter, those are very difficult positions to try to fulfill for your ball club. Oh!
Again, the timing of Malabunga. Getting another point on this quick hit. And yung back set rin ni Retamar, they play it so well.
I don't think he's been stopped today on the running attack.
No?
Wala pa eh. Hindi pa nagkakamali si Kim Malabunga on the running attack. And it all started with Jesse Lopez's set to him.
And yung palitan ni Coach Dante, especially towards the end of that first set. Galing din. Played it so well.
Magunas.
Just unstoppable when he gets
At
his
the
approach
set's first
right.
technical timeout, the score is 8-7 in favor of the Philippines.
Set number 3. The Philippines holding on to an 8-7 lead here in
End
set
of the
number
first
3.
technical
More importantly,
timeout.
our squad is on top. 2-0 in their very first match here in the 30th SEAGAMES. And Kim Malabunga, what a match he has played. Let's see how Cambodia will try to respond. Raxme gets the check ball.
Right, gets the touch. You see them now going for those off-the-block hits. Talking about Cambodia.
Son Chanaro, the captain and setter for Cambodia. Retamar Espejo was able to sneak that one in.
Again, the decision-making of Espejo, not only on his serves, but also yung sa attacks niya.
Retamar. 3 blockers trying to deny Sarun.
Once again, Cambodia opting to go off the block, but on that last play, obviously, napakahirap na because, again, 3 blockers on him. Was able to turn that into a point.
Raxme making sure that one went in. Retamar faking, but Cambodia able to recover. Saura on the way down, improvising.
Free ball now given to the Philippines.
Retamar and John Vic de Guzman comes from out of nowhere to score for the Philippines.
Oh, on a combination play. Team captain John Vic getting this one to go. Hinabol pa ng blockers ng Cambodia but to no avail.
And an ace from Espejo.
There you go. Ganda na nung target niya eh. And look at yung team ng Cambodia adjust to his serve. Look at their defense.
Atras sila lahat eh.
Tapos biglang isusort ka ni Mark eh.
Free ball, mapupunta sa Cambodia. And Vesna again. But
almost, but good
almost.
read.
Absorption was there. To 10, Cambodia trying to hold on here.
Ratanak on the line.
He committed that crucial service error earlier in that first set when they had the Philippines on the ropes. Bagunas overshoots that one.
Wide on that try. But you can see the composure of the Philippine team. You can see na relax sila. Yung laro nila, they're not in a hurry.
Bagunas.
Oh, and Bagunas, well-placed hit.
Just the right amount of power
Correct.
on that drop ball by Brian Bagunas.
And look at the angle of that one.
Saura. Back set. That one touched the hands of Brian, so point will go to Cambodia.
Sarun again. So finally, Sarun also helping out Vesna. Si Raxmi naman yung
Nawala.
Oo.
After coming in and doing some damage in the first set, Raxmi's been quiet. Bagunas has been making noise from the get-go.
And has been going cross-court on his attacks.
And that's the leadership of John Victor Guzman, the lone representative from the College of St. Benilde. Meanwhile, quick attack from the middle by An Sokheng.
Sokheng on the tail end of that combination play. This is what Cambodia needs. Other players stepping up. Especially this is a close one so far.
And you can see that Vesna's a little bit tired already. And that service error right there shows you just that. He's been trying to provide the scoring for Cambodia all throughout this match. And that will not work for their captain, Chanaro.
Totally missing the court there. The dump.
Bagunas. Back row attack. That one goes long for Vesna, who is
At the
clearly
second technical timeout, the score
here.
16-13. The Philippines with the lead.
with a 16-13 lead here in the third set.
End of the second technical timeout.
This is the situation inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. The Philippines looking to cruise to a straight sets win against Cambodia in their very first match here in 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pagunas like for him. Now, if you're the Philippines, Mosey, you want to win convincingly in your first match of the tournament.
Oh yes, of course. You just want to set the tone going to succeeding games, especially knowing you're going to be up against really strong ones in Indonesia and Vietnam.
Yep, I just looked at the schedule and Vietnam is up next on Wednesday. And then we've got Indonesia on Friday.
Just want that system going.
We're not out of the woods yet.
That's right.
Cambodia trying to make a comeback here. The captain, Son Chanaro, trying to make some noise late and lead his team back into it. The first set was very close. Cambodia had 2 opportunities to take set number 1.
Saura making up for that last error, that last mistake. Goes up for this quick hit.
And again, Saura is steady for the Philippines.
Actually, the middles, everyone really, doing their part.
But for Saura, it's the timing. Espejo.
Oh, and a violation caught against Cambodia, so point goes to the Philippines.
So that is going to hurt for Cambodia.
Timeout, Cambodia.
Lee Jun calling a timeout because he knows that this one is slowly slipping away. The story of the match, the blocking of the Philippines. 6 blocks in the first set, 8 in the second, putting up a wall that Cambodia just could not break through. But it's not over yet. Philippines still needs 6 points to take the third set and take their first W here in the men's volleyball tournament of the Southeast Asian Games. Joshua Retamar, the 19-year-old youngest player on the team. Big time performance for him.
That's right.
And he gets an ace. How about that?
What a welcome for this young man. Here the SEAGAMES right in front of his kababayans.
One of 5 representatives from National University. 6 if you include the coach, Coach Dante Linsanurin.
Coach Dong also.
Oh yeah. And again, more kill blocks from the Philippines, this time from the captain.
Saturn was actually away from the net, but still, John Bay was able to read that well.
21-16. Alam mo, most marami pa tayong hindi nakikita dito. We have not seen Ish Polvorosa. We have not seen Rex Intal. We want to see more of Mark Alfafara.
Oh yeah.
Josh
Umandal. Oh.
Ang dami pa. Ranran Abdilia.
Oh yeah.
There is a challenge on the call by the Philippines. Ball in, ball out.
This lineup is just so full. Like you can just put in anyone.
Well, the good news, Moses, it's just the start.
Oh yeah.
So there's still a lot of matches here.
And sabi ko sa'yo, di ba? For sure, nagtatantsahan pa all the teams. And that's exactly probably what Coach Dante is also doing.
Ayaw pa ilabas yung mga baraha. May mga tinatago pa mga coaches natin dito. Another
Ladies and
challenge
gentlemen, the challenge was successful.
There you go. So, choice of the Philippines. Good challenge there.
22-16, the Philippines looking for a straight sets win to open up their campaign in men's volleyball here in the SEA Games.
Oh, this is like the story of Cambodia. You know, in the mid portion of this third set, parang the energy was really dipped, and a lot of errors coming from them.
It seems like they loaded up too much in that first set, had an opportunity to take it, but the Philippines just remained steady under the pressure, took set number 1, 29-27, and never looked back.
Exactly, and the Philippines just, again, followed their system, still committed to the blocks. It actually worked better and better in the second set and even here in the third set. That's why it was so frustrating for the attackers of Cambodia to go for their offense. Kasi kahit anong gawin nila, the blockers are so steady and committed on the other side.
And I also like what you said earlier about the familiarity of the players and knowing who to put in. Kanina nakita natin Jessie Lopez. I think that really turned the tide when the veteran Jessie Lopez came in and tossed that ball up to Malabunga for that running attack, and then Francis Saura, that crucial block.
Yeah.
And Alfafara, it was a gamble that didn't pay off, but we know Mark Alfafara can deliver.
Raxmi getting a point.
Espejo, automatic.
Mark Espejo just nailing that one in. He was just too high up in the air and the blockers were separated. There was a space between the two blockers of Cambodia. Mark just took advantage.
The Philippines is at match point. And that goes long. The first win.
At the end of this match, the Philippines wins in 3 sets.
And what a match for the Philippines.
29-27, 25-17,
it so
and
well, and that was
25-17.
Tama ka, it was a character first set for them. When they won that one, I think they just got their groove and played better in the second, and especially here in the third.
That first set, 29-27. They dealt with adversity and never looked back. Experience points gained, especially by the 19-year-old Joshua Retamar here in his first SEA Games experience. John Vic de Guzman and the men's volleyball team take their first W in the 30th Southeast Asian Games. We'll be back to put the finishing touches on this win.